The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. For 2 decades on this fabled soil, those stars competed on the baseball diamond. And when that oppressive summer heat gave way to those crisp October evenings, that's when the lights here shine the brightest. When the Texas Rangers arrived in Dallas-Fort Worth in 1972, they made their home at Arlington Stadium. Originally a minor league venue, the stadium was rendered obsolete after just 21 seasons due to a lack of modern amenities.
So in 1993, the Texas Rangers packed up the foul poles and moved across the street. Enter the ballpark in Arlington.
The stunning new home of the Rangers created a whole new world of outdoor entertainment opportunities for the Metroplex. Texas finally had a cozy retro classic ballpark to call its own. The park was immediately praised from far and wide as a job well done. It was shiny enough to be viable heading into the 21st century, but nostalgic enough that it wouldn't lack character. Upon walking through the gates of the ballpark, designed by architect David M. Schwartz, one was immediately thrust into both the past and the future. Schwartz's design included many tributes to the classical baseball parks of yesteryear. A steep double-deck set of bleacher seats in right field, covered by a downward slanted roof, is a nod to Tiger Stadium. Much like Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, a ring of decorative frieze encompasses the top of the ballpark. The high arching windows bring back memories of old Comiskey Park, and similar to Ebbets Field, the shape of the outfield wall was anything but linear. In 2014, the ballpark became Globe Life Park in Arlington, as the Rangers partnered with the insurance company headquartered in nearby McKinney, Texas. But in the ensuing years, rumors began to swirl. Rangers ownership began to wonder if Globe Life Park was the most financially viable option for the ball club going forward. They started to envision the possibility of a new retractable roof ballpark in Arlington. In 2016, the Rangers announced their plans to build that new ballpark right across the street, and so construction began. On September 29, 2019, the Rangers played their last game at Globe Life Park in Arlington, a ballgame in which they were victorious, beating the New York Yankees 6-1. After the final out, the same plate that was moved from Arlington Stadium was once again relocated to the new Globe Life Field, which would open in 2020. As the Texas Rangers said an emotional goodbye, the future of Globe Life Park remained in question. While Arlington maintained their desire to preserve the stadium and find a use for it going forward, who would be the primary tenant? How do you remove a major professional sports team from a building, but still keep it exciting? Here, football is king. The reputation of Friday Night Lights in Texas precedes itself, and rightfully so. But what we call football is far from the only football game making waves deep in the heart of the Lone Star State. Soccer time in Texas. FC Dallas is located just up the road from Arlington, in the bustling suburb of Frisco. The charter member of Major League Soccer kicked off in 1996. In 2004, the club moved into the new soccer-specific Toyota Stadium. This pristine facility is part of a renaissance that brought MLS from an afterthought into a major North American professional sports league. When teams traded in their 80,000-seat shared NFL stadiums for more intimate soccer-specific venues with better atmospheres and sightlines, MLS ascended to a relevant summer sports attraction in the United States of America. And here in Frisco, well, this is where the best of the best in the history of American soccer are immortalized forever. This is the National Soccer Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame, which is considered the highest honor in American soccer, found its forever home in Texas. The Hall of Fame was founded in 1950 by a group of former professional soccer players known as the Philadelphia Old Timers Association. But for almost 50 years, its existence was not tangible. The plaques existed not in real life, but rather in the minds of the soccer community. The museum became a real place in 1999, opening first in Oneonta, New York, before finding its forever home in Frisco in 2018. The National Soccer Hall of Fame is an inspiring place for the entire soccer community to visit, but particularly so for young players. Work hard and play the game the right way, and one day you too could be immortalized in the Hall. While FC Dallas has laid its roots in Frisco, the club has planted its seeds of tomorrow down in Arlington. North Texas SC was born in 2018 as a charter member of USL League One, the third tier in the American soccer pyramid. In their inaugural season, the club won the league championship at Toyota Stadium. But in order to establish an identity with the community, FC Dallas knew that their fresh new minor league team needed a house to call their own.
It was a match made in heaven. Globe Life Park had their tenant, and North Texas SC had their home.
After the Rangers packed up and moved across Randall Mill Road, the configuration of the venerable venue was adjusted in order to accommodate football and soccer. The overhaul of the baseball diamond design included adding additional bleachers in front of what were previously the left field seats, and the removal of seats along the former third base line in order to fit a 120-yard football field into the park. When the XFL was rebooted at the beginning of 2020, the league placed a franchise in the Metroplex called the Dallas Renegades, a team that had the honor of playing the first non-baseball sporting event at the ballpark since the Rangers' departure. Although the XFL's return was short-lived and the Renegades' tenure cut short, there's still a chance that American football could return to Globe Life Park. Upstart Major League Rugby also plans to place a team at the stadium called the Dallas Jackals in 2021. But in the meantime, North Texas SC is the only occupant of the 48,000-seat Temple. Globe Life Park is the largest venue currently in use in League One, so the team has plenty of room to grow. While crowds right now might seem insignificant in the cavernous old baseball stadium, the expansion of both the League One footprint and the fanbase of FC Dallas's farm team will surely draw more spectators to the glorious venue. Perhaps one day, the roar of fans from within these four walls will once again echo across the plains of Texas.
This is North Texas SC. This is Globe Life Park in Arlington.